Welcome to Cold Opal. The second part of the video that we have for you right now is Ethiopian welo opal for the first part and information. Second part is the phantom opal. So if you're looking to get straight to the phantom opal and the opal surprise, the second half of the video, I'll put a timestamp down below. I hope you enjoy. The ones that we were just looking at are crystal, quote-unquote crystal opal. It is the opal that was originally discovered in surface deposits way up in the mountains in Ethiopia, in the Shiwa province. I'm not sure if that is Mezezo, or if it's Shiwa, or if those two are close enough together that that's the same thing. I don't know. But that it was being sold as non-hydrophane opal, which is somewhat of a correct term, but somewhat incorrect. I think that the non-hydrophane should be that an opal doesn't suck up very much water at all. In terms of hydrophane, that means that the opal will absorb water and lose its color. In this stone here, this is a welo opal, and it is hydrophane, meaning this will absorb water and go clear once it has the water inside of it. Meaning it'll lose its play of color, it'll lose its shine, and when you let it dry out, it should return. With those crystal opals, I think that that opal is every bit, if not more, as hydrophane as this opal here, as far as its water absorption goes. It just doesn't lose the play of color. So while I think both of these are hydrophane opals, that is being sold as non-hydrophane opal because it doesn't lose the color when it's wet. Which means if you want to use that for specimen purposes in a nice dome jar with a rubber stopper on it, and you can show people, in water, that's kind of what that's, it's good for that. If you put this in that same type of a setup, it's just going to look like a piece of glass. So I should dry my hands first, huh? I know what you're thinking. Let's do that. Okay, now let's take a look at this one. This is 7 carats. Oh, and it's sticky to the touch. That's another quality of hydrophane opal, is that it will stick to your fingers. It's likely absorbing oils into the opal from your fingers. I don't think it's going to do too much while I'm just holding it here, but it's 17 by 15 by 6 millimeters. It doesn't have the best brightness or the best play of colors, but for my purposes in using it as a display sample or a material sample, I think it's quite nice. It has potch on the bottom, and it has a pleasing shape. On the back, nice screens on the back. I've heard of people having good luck cutting these dry. Just cut it dry from start to finish. Maybe they go slow to not heat it up. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll find out sometime soon. Okay, yeah, that's very... There's a nice rolling flash, if I can maybe show that to you. And even in a stone like this, where the brightness isn't at its maximum, you still are able to appreciate the full range of colors. It's even going pink. It's getting into the pinks. All right, lovely. Very happy with that. Okay, we'll move on to another one. Now, this was an example, or at least I thought it was when I bought it, of some people call it a phantom opal, which is two different types of opal, two different types of play of color opal inside of each other. So it's 121 carats, 30 by 30 by 24. It's the largest stone of the group. This also seemed to be the brightest when I was purchasing it. I guess we'll find out. It's very impressive, like, how these didn't crack, because I saw the delivery person toss this onto my doorstep like a frisbee. I happened to be coming back from picking up something, and I was able to catch that moment of the first opal I've ever purchased being tossed like a frisbee onto my porch. Lovely. This is spectacular. It is spectacular. Okay, I don't know if it's going to pick it up here. I'm going to try to light it somewhat from the front. That's probably a little bit better. Oh. Now, that white in the inside is also opal. Now, when I first looked at this piece, it seemed like that was not free and clear of the matrix or the rhyolite or ignimbrite that it was sitting in, is the host rock. But now that I see it in person, it might be free and clear of that, which is incredible that there is like a opal egg sitting inside the crystal opal. That is really cool. The color plays seemingly from the surface of that opal through the crystal. Remarkable. That's incredible. I've seen one that has one of these type of specimens, phantom opal, that has been cut, and he got all of the matrix, all of the non-crystal parts of this away. Without it, you know, he could have just showed it on the video the next day, and maybe it was like, okay, this had yet to fully dry out. I don't know. Maybe he cut this wet. Some people cut this in mineral oils. Some people maybe have their own secret methods. I don't know. But this one, it's just so neat. And it didn't show up on the pictures as if this was free of the matrix. It looked like that opal on the inside was attached to the matrix, and you could see it over on the side that it was still like there was opal coming through. And it wasn't completely contained within the crystal opal. This seems to be a complete containment. It doesn't appear to be bound to the matrix, which is a great surprise for me. Fun. Wow. It's just so beautiful. That is crazy. On the edges, some of the sharper corners, it's really almost giving you those blocky color bars that you get with like a harlequin patterned opal, where it's, I mean, the hexagon pattern isn't there, but the colors are like acting like that, where you have it blocked out, and it doesn't, there's no gradient. It just goes from red to yellow to green. And there's some very dark reds in this stone as well. So what are your guys' thoughts on this? Is this... What was the host rock, do you think? Ignimbrite? Rhyolite? I don't know. I'm not a geologist, as you can probably tell. But I'd like to know your thoughts on these. Did I do well picking out specimens for the material types? Did I do terrible? How was my camera work? This is the first video I'm going to be shooting. And I just thought I'd like to capture the moment that I first opened up a package with opal in it. Thanks for watching.